Alright, Molly. It should have come up on stream. Tell me
It
whether or
has?
not it has. Nice. Has everything come up in a manner that looks acceptable enough?
Yes.
This is literally the best that I can beat this thing into. Cause for all of our 0 viewers that haven't showed up yet. Ooh, I need to retweet this.
You should post the going live message as well.
Good call. This game is in a very, very small resolution, and I can't up the resolution in any form without fucking up various things like readability of the subtitles.
Your voice break there was really cute.
And everyone. 4. Yes, I want to at 70 people. And the URL didn't URL, but whatever. I ain't touching it now.
I should retoot. I reckon my voice might be louder than yours, but that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. I don't know. Make some noise again. Yeah. Maybe just a little bit.
I can crank it down. Ah.
Hi, Junebug. Glad you could show up.
Hey, June.
Food, schadenfreude, sleep, naughty, schadenfreude, booty, violence, flatulence, booty, wenches, sleep, scratching.
Okay. Keep the voices at half. Keep the sound effects. I think I'm keeping everything where they are. But before we get started, I wanna show off. I want to show off a handful of, or rather one particular Easter egg. In here, in this various video effects menu, labeled the Alter G Whiz Factor. There's a multiplayer options menu, and it just puts up. Ah, shit! It's calling us out. It just puts up a bunch of bullshit like this.
Does it still count as tag teaming and multiplayer if we, like, fuse into the one person?
Probably yes. Probably. Also, hi Cody, you lived. I'm glad to hear you lived. Did you almost die?
I don't think Cody did.
But they highlighted their message that said they lived. Bench. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start us a new game though.
Oh, soul damage. Yep.
Starring Dominic Armato as Guybrush Marley Threepwood. Dominic Armato also voices one additional character in this game that I will point out as an insanely weird Easter egg as soon as we get to that point. I don't remember how I learned it, but he hyphenated. Alright.
How the fuck would we work if we hyphenated? Shepherd tails?
Shepherd hyphen
Four
four
shepherd
hyphen
tails?
tails? Four hyphen shepherd hyphen tails?
I quite clearly remember you saying that 4 is your middle name and you change it every 100 years when you get a
Shit.
new tail.
Ah! Look at this delightfully articulated 3D monkey as I deflect from the fact that Molly has called me out on my bullshit.
I remember the law.
Somewhere
personal
off
log
the
of
coast of
Guybrush
Melee
Threepwood.
Island.
Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys. It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since I first washed up on the beaches of Melee Island, armed with nothing more than a goofy name and an overpowering urge to become a swashbuckling pirate. I want to be a pirate. Who could have suspected that such a humble pursuit would lead me to cross swords with the evil ghost pirate LeChuck, the slimiest slug ever to plunder the seven seas? And who could have guessed that my
Is
battles
this
with LeChuck
Warcraft
would
3?
introduce me to the love of my life?
Maybe.
Melee Island's Governor Elaine Marley.
This came out in about the same era as Warcraft 3. Maybe a little earlier.
Or that my efforts to win Elaine's hand would repeatedly drag me to the mystery-drenched shores of Monkey Island. That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen.
I think I actually forgot to check the monkey head in the first game to get him to say that line.
Not me, that's for sure. Back then, the only thing duller than my sword was my wit. Now look at me. I'm married to the most beautiful governmental official in the Caribbean. The entire Tri-Island area shudders at the sound of my name. And now my Plunder Bunny and I are returning to Melee Island after the most incredible honeymoon in the history of...
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
Guybrush! Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
Shit's turned a little south here, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
And now we're in control. Tied to the mast.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there.
And my controls are the arrow keys to move around. And I can switch between my options with Alt and arrow keys.
It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold.
And return selects one.
It's full of hot coals.
This game, it does not have the greatest controls in the world. But hey, look.
It's too cumbersome to handle with just my feet. I have more important things to do than futz around in the cargo hold.
Right, let's see. Pick up
I'm
enemy
not picking
pirate.
that up.
Talk to enemy pirate. Nope, there's no team.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there.
Look at loaded cat. Loaded
That
cannon.
cannon looks ready to fire. If only I could get that thing to go off. Their ship is bigger than ours. Those bullies. I don't think anybody reloaded that cannon.
Okay, so my basic commands are P for pickup and U for use. Now I got a bunch of hot coals on the ground.
It's full of hot coals. There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood.
What a coincidence. My brazier is also full of hot coals.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Alright, let's see. We're gonna kick the red hot chunk of coal at an enemy pirate. We're gonna help with the battle.
Better not try that again.
That didn't work out so well.
She got a knife now.
I got a knife. Yeah, but I don't have any free hands. Time to start a fire.
I hope there was nothing flammable in the hold. I really hope it didn't burn any holes in Elaine's suede luggage. I'd never hear the end of it.
Okay. Solution's fairly straightforward here.
Wow. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've listened to my own fucking voice. I don't like it. Change it.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
It do be like that sometimes, Molly. I'm sorry. Things to do on Melee Island when you're dead. The guy on the left doesn't even appear in this act.
Land ho!
You can't just call me that.
The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
I hope the loyal citizens of Melee don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, well, our return could be dangerous. Make sure this one stays on top.
Then there was the swab who came at me with the rusty fid. I sure taught him a thing or two about the proper use of deck chairs. Whoa. Got it.
The burden of being the governor of such an adoring yet unsophisticated public can be so draining. I'll be lucky
Can't
if I can
help
get
but
a
notice
second to
that
myself.
the adoring but sophisticated public is
We
not
make a
rendered.
great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, the way we
Don't worry
anticipate each
about it.
other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with. What? Where is everyone?
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the welcoming committee? The banners? The crushing throng of well-wishers? Oh dear, do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
No, you adorable numbskull. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that?
It's a
Hey,
monkey.
it's Timmy the monkey. How are you, boy? Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy, is something wrong?
Free grog at the scum bar?
There's been an outbreak of scurvy?
You won 74 bucks playing bingo, but lost it all playing banana futures.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion. Let's go.
Let's try.
Why is this guy
22,
flinging
3.7
cannonballs at my new
minus
house?
27. Fire!
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, fancy pants? I'm knocking down the governor's mansion.
You can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Yeah.
The governor's dead, ma'am.
Dead?
'Twas the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging
Why is his neck
immediately.
Yeah.
Sorry, governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Melee Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Although it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush,
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make you a flesh-eating zombie?
In the meantime, I need you to do two things for me.
More back rubs and foot massages?
maybe later. First, I want you to put a stop to this insane
She didn't say
boulder
no.
playing.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second, I want you to go to Lucre Island. Talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
And not as much as they'll hate talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear. And don't forget, stop the catapult, go to Lucre Island.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
She was a lot nicer before she died.
Alright. And now the game starts in earnest. We're in control. Though they reuse a lot of assets in this game. They definitely...
Hey, what are you doing over here? Beat it!
Touchy, jeez.
I have a couple foot rubs and back massages to offer. Though they reuse a lot of assets, they definitely are clever
Let's try
with the implementation.
22, 4.2 minus 27. Fire!
Excuse me.
Yeah, just a sec. What?
Please stop firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Sorry about that, kid, but I'm under contract.
What would it take to get you to stop flinging rocks at my house?
Permanently? Yeah, some kind of restraining order, I guess. You'd need some fancy lawyers for that.
Okay, how about temporarily?
Well, the union gives us liberal snack breaks during the day, but I don't have any snacks.
Alright, sounds like we gotta get some
What
snacks.
would it take to get you to stop flinging rocks at my
And
house?
I think this is a repeat.
Permanently? Yeah, some kind of restraining order, I guess. You'd need some fancy lawyers for that.
Okay, how about temporarily?
Well, the union gives us liberal snack breaks during the day, but I don't have any snacks.
What are those numbers you're muttering?
You know? I don't rightly know. They're supposed to be targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out. All I know is how to hit that cactus. I'm trying to extrapolate from there.
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these boulders. They're expensive.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks.
Okay. So we need to get this guy some snacks. As an improvement over the previous game, I can control my run speed.
Polly, want a fertilizer pellet?
Let's try 17, 4.2, 12. Fire!
This game has
Looks like our
clearly
landscaper's been
illustrated that
monkeying
our
around.
relationship is more like Sam and Max than it is the Three Woods.
You are definitely much more into causing chaos.
Hey, I bet I could market this.
And I crack you
Vegetarian
up, little
steak.
buddy.
You crack me up, little buddy. Except you're not little. He is a union man, and he's
Well-
going by union rules, so you know what? He's not that bad.
What an odd-looking cactus.
Let's try 15,
Alright.
5.5.
No
minus
way.
6.
I don't want to be inside if that guy actually gets lucky and hits the house.
So we can't go inside the mansion until we do something about that. About that guy.
That is one fat bird. That is one fat bird.
Or
For
content warning suicide mention.
Okay. Goodbye, cruel adventure game. Forget it.
You can fake jumping off the cliff.
Let's try 15.
That
4.2
pig-shaped bush
minus
frightens
6.
and confuses me.
Onwards to Melee Town. It's awful similar looking to the last time we were here.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 a.m.
Sold.
There's a lot of, we'll be back. We'll be back here.
Another sold sign.
There's a lot of real estate signs around. That's probably not got anything to do with any overarching plot themes.
This is 100% gonna be Stan's fault.
This one? Now let me walk outside and look at it here.
It's the original International House of Mojo, supplier of all things voodoo-oriented. Wonder who the voodoo lady hired to run the place after she relocated to Puerto Pollo. Cream of frog.
No, I meant the entire place in general.
Oh.
Sea slug pate.
No, neither of us have seen Centaur World yet.
I have watched a couple episodes, and it didn't really hook me. I can't... This is gonna be hard on a modern computer. It tracks moving through options so fast that I have a hard time leaving the keys down long enough, or short enough, to pick
Monkey
one option.
armpit juice? Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. Ouch.
I'll give
Icky
Centaur
knacker.
World a go, and
This finger seems slightly different than
if
the
it's
others.
if it vibes with me, I could probably coax Ryan into watching it.
That's quite a thumb. Ah, the middle finger. The most communicative of fingers.
I definitely did not get that joke as a kid.
If that's a ring finger, I'd hate to see the size of the ring.
Come on. I wanna look at the there we go.
For a pinky finger, it's quite large. For a pinky finger, it's quite large. This finger seems slightly different than the others. Yikes!
You pulled?
Hey, it's you!
Yes, it is I.
You seem to show up whenever I'm in trouble. Why?
Who can say? Perhaps it's because we share an unspoken magical bond. Perhaps the fates have intertwined our destinies. Or maybe I've got an unbreakable 5-game deal with LucasArts. In
Yeah,
any
too bad
event,
that didn't pan
I'm
out.
here to help. How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood? The cards have foretold that you seek
What, the 5-game deal?
Yeah. How do I stop that weasel from... Aw, he's a union man. He's alright.
How do I stop that weasel from hurling rocks at my house?
What goes up must come down. But what's more important is where it comes down.
Yeah, like on my house. How do I get to Lucre Island?
It's a fairly simple procedure. Get on your ship.
But I don't have a ship.
So find one. Must I draw you a map? Then assemble your crew.
A crew? Where am I gonna get a crew?
This is a pirate town. Even in these economically depressed times, you should be able to find a couple of competent sailors. Then sail to Lucre Island.
But I don't know where to find Lucre Island.
That's what navigators are for, Guybrush. I believe there's one in the Scum Bar.
Time to visit the Scum Bar.
Actually, I think I can figure out what to do next all by myself.
Very well. I sense that you wish to dabble in the dangerous voodoo arts. What did you have in mind?
Have you got any of those evil-destroying voodoo dolls?
Sorry, we're fresh out. We're expecting a shipment from Dinky Island early next week, though.
How about one of those invisibility necklaces to help me sneak into women's locker rooms?
Those are nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Got any?
No, it's been a bad year for unspoiled eyeballs.
Do you have any plus 10 strength elixirs in stock?
Perhaps. What are your current stats?
I don't think I've got any.
Well then, what good would a strength elixir do?
I see your point. I could really use a potion that would make me immune to severe gas attacks.
You're telling me. Tragically, our shipment from Booty Island is also running late.
I'm in the market for an enchanted sword that hypnotizes my enemies into a deep stupor before I skewer them with it.
You don't need a sword to send your foes into a stupor, my child. Just be yourself.
Geez, thanks. Have you got any snacks? I'm starving.
I left my gum machine in Puerto Pollo. You might want to try the Scum Bar if you're really hungry.
Alright, so the Scum Bar is definitely a place where we need to go.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True. My mystic eye sees precious time wasted in idle chit-chat. What would you like to know?
Didn't you relocate to the island of Puerto Pollo?
I did, but I sensed that I was needed here on Melee. Besides, the incessant clucking on Puerto Pollo was driving me mad.
Did you really move your thriving voodoo emporium back to Melee Island just to be near me?
Yes, but perhaps my voodoo senses were on the fritz.
Why is Melee Island so empty?
That is an excellent question, Guybrush.
I thought so.
Yeah, we haven't seen another pirate yet.
Well,
What?
why is Melee Island so empty?
Oh, that. About a month ago, a mysterious overseas investor began buying up all of Melee Island from the local pirates. Those that wouldn't sell have been challenged to various forms of insult games.
Real
Insult
estate
sword
agent
fighting,
LeChuck.
Insult golf, insult darts, insult arm wrestling. You get
No,
the
it's
idea.
worse.
Strangely,
Landlord
this investor
LeChuck.
always wins.
Absolutely
He's
the
the best
worst.
insulter the Tri-Island area has ever seen. Eventually, even the craftiest of Melee's pirates have been forced to sell after wagering their homes
I firmly
and
stand
businesses
by
in
the,
ever-escalating rounds of insult gaming.
The notion that
awful.
Rye's the
Why
only
don't the pirates just
good
refuse to play?
landlord.
How many pirates do you know that can resist a duel?
Good point.
In any event, the few pirates remaining on Melee Island live in constant
He lets me
fear of
pay him
being
in kisses and
challenged by this
drawings.
foreign
And
invader.
sometimes he puts the drawings on the fridge.
Do you know anything more about the mysterious foreign investor?
Only that he comes from a faraway exotic place called Sydney.
Sydney? That sounds like the name of a kid who gets beat up a lot in school.
Molly, do you have anything to say about this?
No. It's pretty straightforward.
You've helped me so much over the years, and I still don't know your name.
You
My
see a kid
name
named after a
is
state, you
not
fucking beat him up.
important.
Or you get incredibly stressed
to
when
talk
you
about
see
more
that their
important
name is
matters.
the
Like
fucking capital city of an Australian state, and then get excited and be like, "Oh my god, you're Australian too!" And they're like, "No, that's my name."
I don't need any more of your
Ah.
enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush. I'll be here later if you need me.
Well, alright, we got a little bit of direction and a little bit of plot. Ooh, some pirates. The first pirates we've seen so far.
Ahoy there, fellow seafaring wastrels.
Gifts! Oh, sorry about that.
You startled us.
Yeah, that's it. I startled.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have very common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting someone who looked like us.
I'm aware of a Chinook as a wind and a helicopter, but I have no idea what one is that's alive and or dead.
Didn't we run into each other last summer on Fat Island?
We've never been to Fat Island.
And never in the summers.
Are you sure we haven't met?
Drop it, Threepwood.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Doesn't everyone know the name of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate?
True, but I still think you guys look familiar.
Alright, let's see. I don't think we're gonna get many other chances to,
Dudes, aren't you the founding members of Keel Hall, the world's loudest pirate speed metal band?
Not likely. Neither of us can carry a tune.
Neither can Keel Hall. I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
Aren't you the famous comedy team of Youngler and Muntz?
Youngler and Muntz? Never heard of them.
You haven't? But they're brilliant! They do this bit about how men leave the commode seat up and how women love to shop for boots.
They don't sound very funny.
Well, I guess you had to be there.
Apparently.
I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
If y'all haven't recognized it yet, these are 2 of the 3 crew members from the original Monkey Island.
Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man stop! He's come to take us back to Monkey Island!
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the sword master of Melee Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-wits recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
The crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
No. How difficult is it to?
Escape from Monkey Island.
Well, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
Scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
Establishing that the canonical end of Monkey Island 1 is where you accidentally sink your own ship and forget about your crew there who wash up on shore. You escape with Herman Toothrot on his ship. Because Herman Toothrot has a hidden ship.
So, what have you rapscallions been up to?
Where to begin?
What have you been doing with yourself, Carla?
You mean after I finally managed to escape from Monkey Island?
You're never gonna forgive me for that, are you?
Not in this lifetime. Anyhow, I've spent the last few years here on Melee Island reestablishing my swordmaster credentials.
That sounds productive.
Oh, it was, until that Australian showed up.
Australian?
Yeah. An Australian real estate developer. He challenged me to a round of insult sword fighting, badgered me into betting my house. It was over so quickly.
Gee.
Now I wander the streets of Melee insult sword fighting for food.
How sad. How about you, Otis? What have you been doing for the last few years?
Well, after I finally escaped from Monkey Island, I made my way back to Melee Island, where I tried to resume my former profession.
Petty thievery?
I prefer to think of it as proactive redistribution of wealth. Unfortunately, the indignities I suffer on Monkey Island have left me so jittery that I cannot pick a lock or a pocket without making more noise than a flatulent hippo.
What vivid imagery. So how do you earn a living?
Begging mostly. You'd be amazed how many people will pay to hear the story of the innocent pirates who were betrayed by their idiot captain.
Whatever happened to Captain Smirk, the sword trainer?
He sold his house to a foreign investor.
But he didn't want to.
The investor challenged him to a round of insult gin rummy and beat him.
Smirk was so ashamed that he signed over the deed to his house on the spot and hopped the next ship out of Melee.
The same story's been repeated dozens of times all over Melee Island. This slimy investor strolls into a pirate's house or place of business, challenges him to a game of insult something or another, then humiliates them so badly that they have to cave into his hostile takeovers.
Haven't you noticed all the sword signs around here?
We did, in fact.
Well, where's the third member of our old crew?
You mean Meat Hook?
That's a good question.
After we finally got off Monkey Island, Meat Hook renounced his piratey lifestyle and returned to his true passion.
Drinking?
Painting.
Painting? But the guy's got no hands.
That's what we said.
These stories are too depressing. Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
Won't you join my crew? For old time's sake.
Guybrush, take a good look at Otis.
Monkeys! Monkeys is full of the monkeys!
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
Well, how about...
Let's see, we got our options. I'm preferential too.
A brand new car!
What?
Sorry, I kind of got caught up in the moment. Well, how about... treasure. Boatloads of treasure.
We're still waiting for the treasure you promised us the last time.
Oh, yeah. Well, how about... some lovely property off the coast of Booty Island.
Oh, that's rich. Everyone knows that a mysterious foreign investor has bought up all the real estate around Booty Island.
Well, how about... my undying and unconditional gratitude, baby.
What was that? Were you coming on to me?
Oh, icky.
Hey, I'm married.
Then quit using your picking up wench's voice. It's creepy.
Sorry. Well, how about cushy government jobs?
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do. Be seeing you.
Not if we see you first.
All right. So there's 2 crew members of a usual 3 required crew members. If I can get them cushy government jobs.
You know, I've never even been in there. I don't even think I'm registered to vote.
Shit, Gyros, you should register to vote. Do it right now.
Guybrush, what are you doing here?
Looking for a bathroom?
Quit fooling around and stop that catapult.
Do you want a fun fact about voting? And my history?
Molly, what is that fun fact?
When I first started dating my ex, they weren't registered to vote.
Did you get them registered to vote?
Oh yeah.
Very good.
The Scum Bar. Haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see.
Their dad also wasn't registered to vote.
Dang. But hey, now we're in the bar. Nobody look at that. Nobody look at the painting.
Is that it? Is that big lady? That was a
Yes.
very big lady.
Okay.
Hi there, fellow swashbuckler.
Balzac!
What's the word on the street?
Balzac!
Got any more juicy nuggets of info? How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be pillaging a small coastal village. What's that you're drinking?
This guy has seen better days.
Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels? You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking.
Okay, I need these pretzels.
I guess he doesn't want anyone
He
taking
is
his
not
birthday pretzels.
going to let me take his birthday pretzels.
It says, happy birthday.
I need the balloon.
No, it's probably the only thing this poor guy has to his name. Kudu jerky pretzels.
Okay. We have identified that there is a balloon over here, and that'll be important in a little bit.
That balloon is just a sprite. I don't like that.
Alright, Molly.
Look at the
have
big
to deal with
lady.
the balloon. Look at, yep, alright. We'll look at the painting.
Look at those chunky buns.
Come on. Yeah.
The human body is a beautiful thing, most of the time. Ooh.
Thanks, Guybrush.
Oh.
Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye. A scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Melee Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow. Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
Mysterious Australian land developer. No more clues yet.
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great.
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure.
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
I guess I can't go. Damn.
The boss is voiced by the guy who did the same guy who did the narration for the technology unlocks for Civilization 5.
Oh,
Are you
neat.
sure you can't join my crew?
I'll check. Hey, boss!
Don't even think about it, bucko.
We'll talk to him later.
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh, got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
Are you sure I can't have just a few pretzels?
You really don't want to carry these babies around in your bare hands.
You're probably right.
That's the spirit. See if the inebriated fellow over there will see fit to give you some.
Okay, so I gotta convince the drunk guy to give me pretzels.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'd be glad to. After you show me some ID.
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15. But we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
Since when do groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucre Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
We've already met two of them, and we know how to coax them.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Maley Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still
I'm gonna
work there?
take a quick
Oh, no.
piss and grab some nosh.
The whole place is run by the harbor mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it. On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
Oh. Let's talk to some dart players.
Ahoy, mateys!
Buzz off, buzzard breath. Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
Yeah, busy making holes in the wall.
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Maley Island. Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete, which you aren't, we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
Taking a long walk off a short pier is an excellent insult.
I'm a dart-throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that, anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players. Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. He'll hit it.
Okay, we'll get them to hit some numbers.
Never mind. I believe you.
After Molly
Well,
returns.
I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Because that's silly and important.
That's the skull of Hermie, the giant sea pig of Maley Island. His ribs tasted like pork, his shanks like salmon, and his giblets like yams. It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty. That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. Ahoy again, mateys! Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on tour to win the Tri-Island Dart Throwers Championship. Actually, you will be able to join this crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship. Says you, Swabby. Knows me, cracker brain.
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players. Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. He'll hit it.
Never mind. I believe you.
You better.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese. Ignatius Cheese.
This guy looks a lot creepier than I remember him, that's for sure.
Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese?
I?
Cheese?
I?
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
It'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry. Tell me more
This
about
guy
the family
is
cheese.
Ignatius
Well,
Cheese,
that's
Molly.
my great
Or
uncle.
I
What's he
Cheese.
famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any conflict.
Let me
You know what?
guess. Swiss
Better than
cheese?
Dick Cheese.
Ah, so you've heard of him.
Tell me more about the family cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical songs.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your cheeses.
Tell me more
All right,
about
one
the
more.
family cheese.
My great-great-great-aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute. Nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family.
Hey.
What big arms you have, Mr. Cheese.
The better to insult arm wrestle with, Mr. Threepwood.
You're thinking of insult sword fighting, you dotty old fool.
You're out of touch, Mr. Marley. While you were away, the insult sword fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
You'd be helping a band of bloodthirsty brigands sack a small fishing village.
Arr, that doesn't sound too manly. Any girly pirate can loot a defenseless fishing community.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew of mighty pirates?
Well, I don't know. What kind of pirating would I be doing?
You'd be looking for sunken treasure with a
My
group of
porridge is still
cutthroat
too
killing
hot.
machines.
Sunken treasure
Brian,
is
kiss
off
my
for
tongue.
thieves and scallywags,
Nah.
Junior. Real pirates keep their treasure.
That's kind of hot.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew of mighty pirates?
Well, I don't know. What kind of pirating would I be doing?
Alright.
You'd be
The
traveling to
actual real
Lucre
answer.
Island with a crew of Cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye. The seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
what?
I can't.
Why not? Is your keister glued to that chair?
Well, yes, now that you mention it, it is. But that's not why I can't go, Mr. Wizened Pirate.
Well, then why?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the scum bar?
I, the one and only.
What makes you think that the scum bar is going to be stolen?
Well, it's like this. I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh, if it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week. Tell me again about this thing you call insult arm wrestling.
I thought I'd made myself clear. It's just like insult sword fighting, but with arm wrestling.
Ah. Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
We'll nag him.
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So if there's one thing I'm immune to, it's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Are you sure there's nothing
Good
I can
old
do to
wife
convince you
bad
to navigate
jokes.
my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an
Oh, that's me. I'm the wife. I'm the
It is?
bad.
I mean, of course it is.
How about
Badass.
this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some
You
new
think
insults.
my ass is bad?
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Alright, magic chair appears. Pick a winner, Molly.
I mean, I already picked you. Why not go with you're not very nice?
You're not very nice.
Can't you think of anything better? My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
Unlike the last game, this one is not quite beholden to the same rules. They don't always rhyme, but they often do. Where is
I'm
it?
sure that spineless creatures are humbled by your might.
That's not it. It's this one.
An over-the-counter defoliant could help with that problem. Hey, look over there!
Yes, I know it's a three-headed monkey. Only once have I met such a coward.
He must have taught you everything you know. People consider my fists lethal weapons.
I am rubber. You are glue.
Alright, Molly, pick a winner.
I can't. I'm getting fucking pixelated soup.
Oh. Sorry. I can't
It's
can't
alright.
exactly alt tab to activate streaming it for you on Discord.
I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
Why? Are you studying to be a nurse? My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Yeah, but we've both
Wow,
got better
they're
bladder
really
control
going
than you
hard
do.
with the sexism here.
I've out-wrestled octopi with these arms.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip.
Oh, Rex.
Only once have I met such a coward.
He must have taught you everything you know. I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
Why? You studying to be a nurse? Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
Get it? Because nurses were predominantly women.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I won.
You did. Fair and square.
Probably better that we won now
You
than
got yourself a
endured
navigator.
any more of those insults. Okay, so we got ourselves a navigator. Alright.
Ahoy again, mateys!
And now that you're back, I
Excuse
can
me.
talk to these dart players.
Hey. Why aren't you playing insult dart throwing?
The official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. He'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit a bullseye.
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Nice shot.
That's a bullseye, alright.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Hit a triple eight.
Here goes nothing.
I'm impressed.
That is approximately where the triple is on the dartboard.
I bet you
I
can't
don't
hit
know
another
if
one
that's
on the
where
first
8
shot.
is, though.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Alright, Molly, what do we want to do?
What else we got?
One in the eye of the skull over the door, that balloon over there, that post on the right side of the screen, and that guy over there.
Obviously, that guy over there.
This is gonna be great.
I bet you can't hit that guy over there.
Watch the master at work.
Nice shot. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Right. Screen's broken.
There's no way you'll be able to hit the center of that life preserver on the kitchen door.
Watch the master at work.
Hey, you're pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Alright, Molly, to satisfy your bloodlust,
I bet
we're
you can't
destroying
hit that
the balloon.
balloon over there.
Here goes nothing. Ah! Oops.
I'm impressed.
Oh.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Land one right in the eye of that skull over the door.
No problem.
Wow, that's pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Can you hit that big stuffed fish over there?
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Hey, you're pretty good. Well, I guess
Okay.
I'll be shoving off now.
That's enough darts.
Still here.
But more importantly, we've killed a defenseless old man. And or drunkard.
Wait, you killed him via heart attack?
He's probably just passed out drunk.
He's out cold. Hey, how's the weather down there?
He's not dead. Good news.
Kudu jerky pretzels. I guess he won't be needing these anymore.
Yoink.
I wish I had some grog to wash that down with.
Delicious. Okay.
Kudu jerky pretzels.
Other things worthy of note the game doesn't tell you. Most of the time you can hit L to look at things. L for look. E for examine.
Kudu jerky pretzels.
Sometimes has different voice lines. for looking at things in your inventory.
Interesting.
Alright, Melee Island. We got the governor's house, the shipyard, that weird house over there, and the town.
It says ship for sale. This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses.
I need it. I need this inner tube.
It's empty. I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now. I can't use this machine. I don't have any money. I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now. I can't use this.
Is that fucking Stan again?
It's not Stan.
Threepwood, and I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
Are you the harbor master?
No, I am the harbor mistress. My full title is Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Melee Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means?
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Melee Island.
Baby, you can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
What? Are you trying to seduce a government employee?
No. So, you're in charge of the ships. Kinda snooty for a glorified barnacle watcher, aren't you?
You're just jealous of my cushy government job. It would be even better if I didn't have to put up with the likes of you.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
I'm married to the governor.
I heard she was dead.
Well, she does have her quiet moments, but she's alive and back on Melee and ready to govern.
Oh, so she's just been on vacation all this time, huh? That's nice. She won't be governor for long. I'm voting for Mr. Charles. He promised me a promotion.
Mr. Charles, huh?
But Stan said I could.
Name dropping won't get you a boat.
Come on, just give me a boat.
The rules prohibit the shipyard regulator, that would be me, from lending a boat to anyone who does not have proper authority. That would be you.
Isn't there some sort of loophole?
Nope. It's simple. Prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
What would it take to get you to look the other way?
I really hope that you aren't trying to bribe an employee of the Melee Island government. Not that I care what happens to you, but I really don't want to fill out the paperwork.
Never mind.
Now that I can do.
Say, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, at the Scum Bar. You're the naked girl in the painting.
I am not. Besides, I haven't taken my clothes off in years.
What's your name?
Why?
Well, I'd like to know the names of the people I've seen naked.
I wasn't naked. I was artistically posed.
You could lose your job if anyone found out that you posed for that picture.
How do you think I got my last promotion?
I'd rather not think about it. Who painted you?
He was an awful man. He was good, but he wouldn't take his claws off me. Strange, too. He had a bizarre fascination with wax.
You must be some kind of ship expert to land such an important and specialized job.
Nope. Don't know anything about him, and I can't stand sailing. I'm just paying my dues until I get a supervisor's job.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
Excuse me.
What?
Want a kudu jerky pretzel?
No, thanks. They go straight to my hips.
How can you tell?
Look at this surprisingly detailed ship.
I can see why this ship hasn't been sold.
This probably isn't going...
That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen. Hey, she's got pierced ears. Why would anyone put earrings on a ship's figurehead?
She's got pierced ears. Interesting. Okay.
Oh my god, Rye. Call my hands kudu pretzels because they're going straight to your hips.
Got him.
Hey, look, a full moon. Pick up the moon? Are you nuts?
I need it. I need it.
Looks like Meat Hook finally got himself a bridge. No. Looks like Meat Hook finally got himself a bridge. Personally, I kind of miss the old pulley and poultry method.
Enter house.
It's locked. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Anybody home?
No, go away.
When do you expect someone to be home?
Later. Much later. Finish running your wife's errands first.
But there's supposed to be a wax show today.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
The sign out here says there is.
Yeah, that. Well, it's cancelled.
It's okay, it's me.
Me who?
I'm the plumber. I've come to fix the sink.
That ploy won't work. I know why you're here, and you can't have it.
What are you talking about?
Stop pretending, you greedy old man. You think you can just buy up the whole island just because you can insult people? Well, think again. You can't take my house away from me if you can't get in. I knew I shouldn't have fixed that bridge.
Then who are you?
No one. There's no one here. There's nobody home. Now go away.
Okay, I'll come back later.
Alright. I guess I gotta come back later.
Meat Hook's House of Wax.
But we have everything we need to put a stop to the boulder flinging, thankfully.
Let's try 47, 7.3, minus 11. Fire!
Make a convenient slingshot.
Not a bad piece of modern art, if I do say so myself.
And provide a snack break to the union employee.
Hey,
He's
get
worked hard,
away
he
from
deserves
there
it.
before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck.
Want a pretzel?
Hey there, here, I brought you some kudu jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
Oh, ungrateful.
I want some jerky pretzels. I want meat.
Meat.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over at my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! What the? Ah!
Everything's fine.
Ha! I can't believe you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Alright, mission 1. Check.
I'm still dead.
Don't worry,
I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long, they didn't think I was coming back. So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one
choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor. I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing
That's LeChuck.
and less time gallivanting all over the
His
Tri
name is
Island
L.
area
Charles.
with your pet monkey,
It couldn't
the good
possibly
citizens
be
of
him.
Melee
It's a totally
would have
different
come
guy.
to the mistaken conclusion
Oh, I didn't
that you
even
were
pick up on
pushing
that.
up the
I just went by his name.
Wait a second.
No, his name is
Was I the
voice.
pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm
That's me.
to destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
There's something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? What I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
Alright, but the good news is that now we should be able to enter the governor's mansion now that it's not under immediate threat.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. No, that sofa doesn't have enough lower back support. Wouldn't want to end up becoming a hunchback and looking abnormal. How could a mere painting capture the essence of my love?
Oh, that's so sweet, Guybrush. Now get back to work.
Yes, dear. Wow, this plant is really resilient. We haven't watered it since we left. It's a portrait of Elaine's grandfather, Horatio T. Marley. This must have been painted years before his yacht was sucked into a whirlpool off the coast of Australia 20 or so years ago. Never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. Off the coast of Australia, even.
Hey, it's Elaine as a little kid with Grandpa Marley. Oh, how cute.
Don't make me get out your baby pictures.
But honey, you don't have any of my baby pictures.
No, but I have some of you crying after you got smacked in the head.
The header says Melee Government Employment Contract.
I need this.
I can definitely see why people were like, yeah, this game isn't amazing. Most of the jokes have been, woman, or Wife bad, husband stupid.
Groovy banner. For some reason, it makes me want to
There was a
write
funny
poem.
joke about breaking the fourth wall and hitting that guy over there. But
Oh, yeah,
you're
that was
definitely
6
right. This is not,
It's a government paper of some sort.
I need it.
The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. Cushy edition.
Don't even think about touching the China Guybrush.
Who's touching it? I'm not touching it. No, sir, not me. Ahoy there, matey.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
Did you see the way I rid us of that cataclysmic catapult?
I always knew you had it in you to destroy heavy machinery, my chaotic little pet. Unfortunately, that's only a stopgap measure. We have to find a more permanent solution.
We could launch a full-scale attack on City Hall. Hold the town hostage, I say. Arr!
That's not very civilized, Honey Bear. Besides, I wouldn't want you to get hurt. I'm too young to be a widow.
We could move away and leave this mess for someone else.
But I like living here. Besides, it's probably just as messed up everywhere else.
We could make a public offering of the island and retire on the proceeds.
You mean like Melee.com? That's stealing. Even for pirates. Thanks for trying to help, Guybrush, but I think we need to stick to the current plan.
I'll get right on it. Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Ask nice and don't make any ridiculous promises.
Hey, you should use that in your campaign.
I'll leave the crew selection to you, my dearest, and you can leave the campaign management to me. Is there anything else?
I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that? Me! There must be a bunch of new people around here since we left.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
Oh boy. A rubber
What's this
stamp.
doohickey?
It's
The
the
hat?
official gubernatorial symbol
Oh.
of Melee Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder into some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial
I was really
symbol to
hoping that
prove
she
he
was going to
commands
give you a
respect.
cat.
Yes, well, all the
A heist
same,
cat.
I think you'd better take it.
All right. Oh, does this mean I get to run the island now?
You
I've
could
got some
wear
revolutionary
it
ideas
high
about
upon your head
subsidized
so
childcare.
Just get it back the
proudly.
minute you return from Lucre Island.
I'll let you concentrate on your campaign.
Thanks.
Really, I need you to sign this.
What's this for?
I'm not sure. I just have a hunch that a signed government contract might be useful.
All right, let me sign it. Another contract?
Just to be safe.
Well, so much for my status as a reform candidate. All right, let me sign it.
Yay, bribery. Or, that's not quite the term. But we have some contracts to hand out. So we could probably convince some pirates to join us on our quest.
I believe it's pronounced queast.
A queast? A geese?
Yes.
Hey, it's still 3 o'clock. Hello there, pirates. I have a job contract offer.
Wow! You actually got us a signed government contract? Looks good. Very nice.
Wait a minute. This is a standard government manual labor contract with no pension plan or dental coverage.
Hey, you're right. We want a cushy government contract with a desk.
Come back when you got something that doesn't involve back-breaking labor.
Okay, how about the cushy edition?
Wow. You actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's see. Mm-hmm. Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue. But look, it says Cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood. You've got yourself a crew.
Ahoy again!
What is it now?
So, are you looking forward to our voyage?
The horror! The horror!
We'll meet you at the shipyards once you've got a ship. Never thought I'd say that again.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Poor Otis.
Wow, that's one flexible merboy.
Onwards to the shipyard. And now we can flex our gubernatorial muscles.
I need a ship.
I told you, you don't have the authority to...
Check this out.
What's this?
The gubernatorial seal of Melee Island.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you are an important person. Right this way, Mrs. Marley. Let me show you to your ship.
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
This is the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
You've obviously got a seaman's eye for nautical details.
But it's pink.
Now, there are a couple of regulations that I'm required to explain to you. First, bring it back in the same or better condition as it is now. Second, life preservers are to be worn by all crew and passengers at all times. Finally, this vehicle is to be used for official business only, so no joyriding.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd love to hang out here on the docks with you all day. Actually, that's a lie. I can't stand to be near you. Bye. Oh, and enjoy your voyages on the Dainty Lady.
All right.
It's pink.
It's pink. Isn't this great? I really hope the jokes turn
That
out.
the sheep?
It doesn't look
I
very
didn't
seaworthy.
recall them being
At
this
least
bad.
it doesn't smell like monkeys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
Whatever.
No.
Don't make me slap you, Otis.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Then we're off to Lucre Island in search of high adventure and a legally binding restraining order.
It'll all end in tears. Mark my words.
Mr. Cheese, shouldn't we steer away from those dark, portentous clouds?
Nonsense, Captain. A little rain never hurt anyone.
Mommy!
Batten down
Drink for
the
silence,
hatches.
Ronnie.
Shorten sail!
Clear the scuppers.
Get your hands off me!
Sorry, baby.
There you go, Mr. Marley. Lucre Island.
Ah, Lucre Town, the largest urban center in the Tri-Island area. Thanks, Mr. Cheese. Next time, you think we can get here with a little less drama?
Oh, no. There's not going to be a next time, is there?
Better not be. Once was enough.
Okay, I'm going into town. You guys stay here and watch the ship.
Oh, sure. I see how it is. The captain gets to make all the decisions.
Alright, welcome to Lucre Town. I'm gonna save the game.
Rats. It's still pink. Ahoy there, Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
Good work getting us into the harbor.
Thanks. Next time it'd be helpful if you didn't use the ship's maps as coasters.
Where can I find Otis?
That useless deck swab beats me. After you left, he ran off. Probably looking for new ways to be lazy.
How's the ship? When will she be ready for departure?
Just as soon as I repair the rudder, the mast, and the deck.
What's wrong with the rudder?
Just took a little beating on the way past that breakwater. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the mast?
Well, it got a bit jolted when we careened off the rocky outcropping. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the deck?
Well, somebody scratched "Help me, Mommy" into it. Deep scratches, but nothing I can't fix.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
Gee, thanks.
Well, okay then. Keep the ship, ship-shape while I'm gone.
Well, alright, that's straightforward. At least our friend can help us there.
Somebody's selling fish over here. That's the end of the pier right here.
Alright, everybody. There it is. The
Duck?
duck.
Is that a duck? Oh my god.
I mentioned there was another character voiced by Dominic Armato in this game.
It's a rather unspectacular duck.
It's the duck. I need this duck.
That's the second biggest duck I've ever had in my pants. That's the second biggest duck I've ever had in my pants. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything.
Okay. Yeah, alright, here, okay, here it is. If I use the duck, it just quacks.
Moo, what kind of weird duck are you?
A little Easter egg for you.
Beautiful.
I should go to the law offices before I get some bait.
Alright, I should go to the lawyers first. Fine. But I'm bringing the duck with me.
There's a duckling on this. Must be the duck standard.
I'm not picking that up.
I'm not picking the flag up.
Hey, Carla.
What do you want?
Where's Otis?
You got a problem with duck flags?
Leave.
Why aren't you on shore leave?
Someone has to stay and guard the ship while the big cheese repairs all the damage you inflicted on it.
Since you're stuck here, would you like me to get you something from town?
Like what?
Actually, I have no idea. I haven't taken a good look around yet.
Well, maybe you should.
Carry on, Carla.
Do I really have a choice?
Lucre Island Port Authority.
I cannot enter the Port Authority building. I can, however, talk to some chess players.
Yes?
Can I play next?
Sure, if you don't mind waiting a few hours.
Oh, why so long?
I'll tell you why. Because Larbot the pirate here can't concentrate on the game for more than 2 minutes at a time.
Can I help it if I have a wide variety of interests that cause my mind to wander?
Yes, a wide variety of culinary interests, you mean?
Well, I never.
You never move, you mean?
So, who's winning?
It's hard to say. I've been
Wow,
pressing Senor
he's
Castaneda's
fat.
queen with my
What a great
Montorque
joke.
offensive. But I think the miserable Getz got me stymied with his Estrada barricade.
Ah, I see. Wow. Look at all those candy bars.
Where?
Haha! Nice move, Brainiac.
That doesn't count.
You know the rules. You let go of a piece, it's a move.
But...
Rules are rules, Tabo.
Fine.
Yes?
So, who's winning?
It's difficult to say. I've been chipping away at Mr. Santiago's material via a subtle Yeltsin stagger step attack. But it looks as though he's undermining my efforts via a modified Khrushchev burial defense.
Yes, of course. Ye gods! A phalanx of cross-dressing trilobites! Good gravy. Is that a dagger I see before me? Hey, isn't that Bobby Fischer? Holy macaroni! It's a time-traveling H.G. Wells, and he's drunk as a skunk.
Alright, well that's not working.
I'll let you
I
get
need to
back to your
figure out
game.
something else. You got any information?
Your friend seems awfully focused on the game.
Noticed that, did you? Senor Castaneda is exceptionally well-disciplined. Once he sets his mind to a task, it's nearly impossible to shift his attention. Except...
Yes?
Well, he does carry something of a torch for Brittany, the bank teller.
Interesting. So Castaneda really has a thing for the bank teller, huh?
Oh yes, he carries a picture of Brittany with him wherever he goes.
That's a little creepy.
I'll let you get back to your game.
Thank you.
Hey!
Yes?
Brittany!
Brittany, where?
Ooh, good move.
Don't tell me you're gonna count that!
You bet your bonny butt I am.
You unbelievable jerk!
Who was it told me that rules are rules, Turbo?
Fine. You wanna see a move? Here's a move!
You call that a move?
I think
This
that's
is a
repulsion.
move.
You can't do that!
Oh yeah? Who's gonna stop
Which
me?
one?
Full step standing!
The,
Fringe candidate?
thin one.
Gainsey and pig!
Monkey molester?
I need this clock.
Bug magnet!
Alright, let's
Nose
leave these two
goblin.
chumps to do their thing.
This must be the ship shock shop I heard Mr. Cheese talking about.
Okay, there's nothing relevant over here, but there is another Easter egg. Somewhere. There it is.
Hey, look, a lucky penny. It's glued to the ground.
There's a penny glued to the ground.
Beautiful.
Okay. And we arrived at the law offices. Lawyer's time.
Excuse me, is this?
Come in. Come in. Come in. What can we do for you?
I was told you guys could help me.
Of course we can. What is it? Wrongful dismemberment?
Hit and run dinghy accident?
Hurt your back while pillaging another ship?
No. I need you to see if you can save my house from being destroyed.
That doesn't sound very
Prestigious.
lucrative.
Did I mention that my house is the governor's mansion on Melee Island?
Governor's mansion, you say?
Well, that changes things. Nice use of the TM.
But you can't be the governor.
I'm here representing the Honorable Elaine Marley Threepwood, governor of the Tri-Island area. She's my wife.
Oh, I get it. He's joking about the wife thing.
And people think lawyers have no sense of humor.
You know, it's illegal to make such wrongful
And preposterous.
claims. Should we sue him?
How much money do you think he has?
I'm serious. We just got back from our honeymoon. 3 glorious months on the high seas. And returned to find the mansion under siege by a dastardly demolitionist.
Is this alleged demolitionist wealthy?
Yes, we could sue them. Put a lien on their catapult. File a writ of habeas moneyus.
Wouldn't you rather go after the big bucks? If Elaine wins the election, she'll be a powerful person. And if the mansion is saved, she'll have someone to thank. And if that someone is you...
We would be given a lot of money. Earned. Not given.
Think outside the juror's box, my esteemed colleagues. We could become the official lawyers for the Tri-Island area.
Yes, the preferred legal team of the governor's office. What do you need from us, young fellow?
I don't know. You handled Grandpa Marley's estate, right?
Right.
I think one of those is
Did
Tom
he have a plan
Kenny.
for such a crisis?
Nope.
Nope.
But we'll get right on it. Right.
Right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Actually, this may take a while.
Legal issues can be quite complicated.
And take a lot of research.
That middle
Isn't
one
there
sounds like
something
Tom
else you
Kenny,
could
you're
do
right.
for a while?
See the island.
Take in the sight.
I guess so.
Oh, hey. You might as well take this.
What is it?
It's a letter from Grandpa Marley.
It was supposed to be delivered after his granddaughter got married.
What could it be?
This'll save us a trip. Now be gone. We have work to do.
Alibi, schmalibi.
Let's see what it says. My dearest Elaine, if you are reading this, then you are married and I am dead. Now that you've finally settled down with a fearless pirate husband, it's time for you to claim the final pieces of your family's heritage. At the Lucre Island Municipal Bank, you'll find a safe deposit chest under my name. Among other things, the chest contains the deed to the Marley Mansion. Never lose sight of this deed. Furthermore, the chest also contains my wedding gifts to you. I'm sorry that I was unable to deliver them in person, but I go to my grave confident that you've chosen a man I would be proud to call grandson. Lastly, and most importantly, the chest contains the keys to the most terrifying secret in the Caribbean. A secret 10 times as terrifying as Big Whoop? The secret of the ultimate insult. Yipes! If the unholy power of the ultimate insult ever found its way into the wrong hands, there's no telling what sorts of hex-spawn mischief could be unleashed upon our fun-loving pirate citizens. Guard these secrets with your life, and know that no matter where you are, your grandfather is watching over you. With all my love, Horatio Tokamata Marley. How sweet! P.S. If your deadbeat parents come around looking for a handout, tell them to take a long walk off a short gangplank.
We'll subpoena everyone on the island.
Alright, we gotta go to the bank.
6-8, who wants to litigate? Just object every chance.
The bank is probably fine. There's no booby traps or anything.
The Lucre Bank. Best place to put your loot.
What a nice outing, that's completely
And just
without...
why not, young lady?
Bank policy, sir. I can't convert these travelers just because we've never heard of, what's his name? Australia.
But you've honored them countless times before.
We've had a bad run of counterfeit money come through here lately, so we've had to tighten our policy. And if you ask me, these don't look real. Besides the funny name, there's a picture of a strange animal on here that has another one popping out of its belly.
That's a kangaroo, you ignorant pirate trollop.
See? There you go. Kangaroo. Another funny name. Funny to say, too. Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Oh, Struth. I've got business to attend to, but I'll come back, and when I do, I want these honored.
Actually
Have a
played
nice day,
Lionel.
Mr. Mandrill.
You should switch to decaf.
Kangaroo. 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 Kangaroo.
Anyway, I need something. I need something from the bank before I do anything else here.
Free Scupperware promotion today. Just open an account with 10,000 pieces of 8 or more.
Free Scupperware. I'll just take...
It's an empty Scupperware container.
this one right here.
Hi there.
Welcome to the second bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
Nothing. It was our public relations department's idea. They felt that being called the first bank didn't project an image of experience.
I'd like to make a deposit.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I need to make a withdrawal.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I'd like a loan, please.
All right, sir. And what would the funds be used for?
I want a life-size chocolate pirate ship, and not the hollow kind.
Oh, life-size chocolate pirate ship. With loans for edible items, we tend to charge a higher interest rate.
Makes sense to me. When can I have the money? I'm getting kind of hungry.
Do you have a job?
I'm a game designer.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't extend credit to people with no practical skills.
I'm a mighty pirate.
I see. And what's your salary?
Nothing.
Thanks for your time. Someone will contact you in 3 to 5 business years.
No free toasters? I'm leaving.
Have a nice day.
Ooh, Charlie Adler's in it.
Who?
It's full of reminders. January 1st.
He
Y 1.6K.
plays
Make sure Abacus
fucking
still works. Like anything's gonna happen.
cow, chicken, the red guy. I think both big heads.
Hey! Don't touch that!
Did it say who he plays?
Excuse me.
Please speak with the teller. But I just
Jumbo,
have a quick-
Lafitte,
Please ask
and
the
Mungle
teller.
the Pirate's
I'm very
student.
busy and she can probably assist you.
Both of those are characters in a later act. Also, hi Blur.
G'day, mate.
Huh. What do you know? 1 + 1 really does equal 2. Nobody can do mental math anymore.
Alright. Time to
Hi
move
there.
on.
Welcome to the Second Bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
I'd like to retrieve some items from my safe deposit box.
Fine, sir. And whose name is it under?
Marley. H.T. Marley. Here's a letter that might help.
I see. This is for Governor Marley. Do you have power of attorney to act on her behalf?
I'm her dashing husband.
Not good enough.
Oh. Well, there is this.
This symbol of Melee
Oh
Island is
my.
particularly useful.
That will be fine, sir. Just a moment, Mr. Quidworth. There's a gentleman here to use the vault.
Yes? Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Marley.
That's Mr. Threepwood.
As you wish, sir. If
Time
you'll
to
just
go into the
follow me
vault.
into the vault, we can open up your grandfather-in-law's safe deposit chest.
Free sword?
Well, here it is, sir. The safe deposit chest of H.T. Marley, just as he left it over 20 years ago.
Wow, what an amazing collection of junk. Why would Grandpa Marley
Right,
store
the
garbage
guy
like
who
this in a
plays
bank?
the Aussie in this game plays Compton Bull and Dr. Potts in Psychonauts 2.
When he disappeared
Amazing.
off the face of the earth like he did. Anyway, well, I've got some loans to turn down.
So does that
You just let me
mean
know when you're done
they
here,
are
and I'll
also
come
played
running.
by an official
thanks.
official Aussie?
Well, I guess I better start looking for
Yeah.
the key to the governor's mansion so I can get home to Elaine. Let's see now.
But
Hot water
a
bottle,
lot
Monkey
of
pacifier,
fucking...
Grogomix, Jimmy Hoffa,
A lot of Aussies tend to do
Bloody Stiletto.
brought on board to do English accents rather than, you know, Aussie ones, which I find very interesting.
Cool.
And I'll see if I can scrounge up a grog.
Wax lips. Ah, there it is.
Stick 'em up!
Yikes! Who are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious? I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, Guybrush is much better looking than you are. And for another, the real Guybrush doesn't smell like anchovy halitosis. Ooh.
All right, mate, bucko. That's enough of that. Back away from the Barney heirlooms and be quick about it. Now, Mr. Threepwood, take a good long look at the last face you'll ever see.
I knew that deregulated banking would lead to this.
And now we're locked in the vault. What a good time.
It's an old cracked sword.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley.
Haha. Pee-pee hanky.
I want all of it. And don't forget the loot
Yeah.
box on the counter.
It smells somewhat like hickory smoked fish.
Hickory smoked fish.
It's a small packing sponge.
I can't use this.
Nobody leaves until I get all the loot and safe passage out of here.
It's an old cracked sword. I can't use this. It's a packing sponge.
I said don't move.
It's a large packing sponge.
Backing punch.
There seems to be something inside. It's a music box.
I need this music box.
Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box.
I'll never give up.
Well, this music box is a little obnoxious. But I need this grog.
Don't even try it, bud.
No thanks. A grog this old could probably eat through most of my internal organs.
But I do not need to drink the grog.
Your lawyers have negotiated a settlement. Now drop everything and come out.
My lawyers are fired.
If I could open it, I wouldn't be trapped in here. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Top of the world, boy!
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Alright, so let's see. We could use the duck. But no.
Why not?
That didn't get me anywhere. I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too.
Don't be a hero.
Duck doesn't do anything with quack.
That's the opposite of a problem.
Top of the world, boy!
That doesn't need a sponge.
Yeah. I can't hit the option that I need. There we go.
Oh, the crack is too small.
You'll never get me, Guybrush Threepwood, coppers!
The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit. With the sword jammed in there, the gap is larger.
Nobody leaves until I get all the loot and safe passage out of here. I said don't move.
There are dry sponges stuffed in the door jamb. It's a bottle of the 67 Chateau de Spittle, a fine vintage grog with an insouciant flavor and a saucy aftertaste. It's a bottle of the 67 Chateau de Spittle, a fine vintage grog with an insouciant flavor and a saucy aftertaste.
Okay. Time to activate these sponges.
I'm free. So long, suckers. And remember, you've just
Oh, there's a
been
water poster in the corner,
wronged by
conveniently covered up by my
Guybrush
sword.
Threepwood. Hey, where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right. Down to the jailhouse with you.
Several hours later.
All right, you. Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery isn't nice?
It wasn't me, it was the no-nosed bandit.
Right. No-nosed bandit. Or perhaps it was the guy we caught red-handed. You! Although we haven't found the loot yet.
You'll find it with the real robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offense, you'll be placed under house arrest.
I get to go back to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No, you are confined to Luca Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To To make sure you don't leave, you are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point then, would it? It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail.
Alright. Welcome to life confined to Lucre Island.
Inspector?
Yes?
I'm innocent. It was the no-nose pirate that robbed the bank.
Who? Peg-nosed Pete? Listen, if I had a monkey for every time some penny ante crook tried to pin their criminal malfeasance on Peg-nosed Pete, I'd have enough monkeys to work out a reasonable sequel to Hamlet by now.
So what you're saying is that you don't believe me?
No.
Why don't you believe that Peg-nosed Pete robbed the bank?
Because, Mr. Threepwood, it's just not Peg-Nose's style. If Peg-Nose had robbed a bank, he would have snuck in under the cover of darkness, used a clever series of weights and pulleys to open the vault, and would have absconded with the loot without leaving a trace of his presence. Peg-Nosed Pete would never simply enter a bank in the middle of the day, waving a pistol around like a common thug. It's beneath him.
Why don't you believe that Peg-nosed Pete robbed the bank?
Because, Mr. Threepwood, it's just not Peg-Nose's style. If Peg-Nose had robbed the bank, he would have snuck in under the cover of darkness.
I can't skip any
A
dialogue.
series of weights and pulleys to open the
That's
vault,
okay.
and would have absconded with the loot without leaving a trace of his presence. Peg-Nosed Pete would never simply enter a bank in the middle
Well,
of
while
the
you're
day,
waiting for
waving a
the
pistol
thing to
around like a
end, I can tell you that I accidentally ended up giving Starry a Peter Griffin chin for a little while when I erased some lines.
No! Ah! It's the worst thing imaginable.
Just for the sake of argument, what would it take to prove my innocence?
Well, since you don't have an alibi, you'd have to turn the finger of blame towards the real culprit.
Great! How do I do that?
Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 things that would do the job. A. New evidence would have to surface linking the so-called real perpetrator to the crime. 2. The stolen bank loot would have to be recovered. And Z. The real criminal would have to be caught and brought to justice.
That should be a piece of cake for a pirate with a keen analytical mind like myself.
I'll keep your cell warm.
How's the investigation going?
What investigation? You were caught red-handed. I'm just waiting for the judge.
Oh. Can you remove this voodoo anklet? I really need to get back to my wife.
Sorry, you're stuck on this island until your trial arrives. Or until you manage to prove that you're...
Is that Otis in the corner?
That is Otis in the cell over there.
When can I expect my trial?
As soon as the judge returns.
Great, when's that?
He should be back within a few weeks, when his vacation's over.
A few weeks? I need to get back to Melee Island today.
Well, I guess you should have thought of that before you went and robbed that bank now, shouldn't you?
But I'm innocent.
Tell it to the judge.
Where can I find Peg-nosed Pete?
If I knew that, he'd be locked up right now.
Because he framed me for robbing the bank?
No, because he's wanted for approximately 300 other crimes on Lucre Island.
Well, I better get out there and prove my innocence.
Stay out of trouble.
Also, he's Inspector Kennard, which means duck.
Ew, greasy. I guess they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling.
I need this chicken grease.
Iron Maiden! Excellent! I have no idea why I said that. It says, Contra leges marinas latrocinium maris est. I think that means, actually, I have
Look,
no idea what it means.
I am close to forgiving previous transgressions for the Bill and Ted reference.
Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
Stealing flowers again, Otis.
What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
If it's any comfort, Otis, I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of pussies.
When are you due to be released?
He'll be released just about the same time you prove your innocence.
Hey, just because my captain is a notorious bank robber, there's no reason to take it out on me.
Otis!
Jace?
You're not helping. I'm feeling an incredible feeling of deja vu.
Would it help if I gave you a breath mint?
Wait, it's past. See you later, Otis.
You're gonna get me out of here, right?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna take the time to get you out of here, Otis.
Hey, I should bring Meat Hook here. You'd like this place.
Thankfully, I can just leave jail. Oh, hey, look. The bank teller.
That's a very aesthetically pleasing fountain, I think.
Why, hello there, Brittany.
Oh, hi. Why do you sound like a sick kraken?
Oh, sorry. Sorry you lost your job.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't like working at that bank much anyway. I've always really wanted to be in show business.
What kind of show business?
I want to be a singer and have my own backup dancers. I don't have any skills or experience, but I figure with the right attitude, there's no stopping me.
Me too. Maybe we could start an act together.
I don't think so. I'm looking for someone a little more...
Piratey?
Cool.
Dang.
Then why were you wasting away at the bank?
I was making ends meet while I put my act together. Guess I needed the push. I was getting too wrapped up in the whole financial system thing.
Hope that works out for you. I know someone who has a crush on you. That Castaneda fellow. You know, the chess player.
Oh, yes, I know. Poor Santos. He's so tragically intense. Macho, but sensitive. But he's so busy playing that stupid old game with his buddy. It's like I don't exist sometimes. Hey, I have a dream. Want to hear it? Someday, when I'm rich and famous, he'll look up from that chessboard for a second and suddenly realize what he missed out on. Ironic, huh?
What are you gonna do now?
Well,
tragic.
I always wanted to get into show business.
Hope that works out for you. Is it too late to open an account?
You're funny, Mr. Threepwood. The bank is no concern of mine anymore.
Well, I have manly things to do in a sensitive way. Bye.
Hall of Justice, the House of Sticks, and a pirate sampling perfume.
Hey, stop that! What's with all the spritzing, mate?
Welcome to Sense and Sensibilities, where subtle fragrances from exotic lands
I get it.
transport you to worlds of romance and delight. My name is Hugo, and I am a licensed aromatherapist. Can Hugo interest you in one of our fine perfumes, colognes, or aftershaves?
Colognes.
Aren't you a little piratey for a perfume salesman?
Hugo's not a pirate. Hugo's a model citizen, making a positive economic contribution to the economic well-being of Luca Island.
Uh-huh. You sure look like a pirate to me.
But Hugo's not a pirate. Not anymore, leastways.
How do you stop being a pirate?
By taking Ozzy Mandrill's pirate re-education mail-order correspondence course.
What's that?
It's a miracle, it is. In 3 weeks, it taught Hugo how to channel his destructive antisocial urges into more constructive avenues.
Like selling scented bathwater.
Precisely.
Why would you want to quit being a pirate in the first place?
Because Hugo could read the writing on the wall. Hugo saw that the pirate lifestyle was being marginalized by powerful outside interests. Hugo decided to get out while the getting was good.
Yeah.
So the real lesson of this game is don't let corporations into LGBT spaces.
Doesn't Hugo miss being a pirate?
Not especially, no. Although sometimes Hugo misses the wind in his face. And the wenches. And Hugo misses the grog. And the decks covered with the blood of Hugo's enemies. But other than that, no, not a thing.
Yeep. You wouldn't happen to have seen a no-nosed pirate run by here with a sack of loot, would you?
No, but Hugo did see you run by here with a sack of loot.
When I ran by here with a sack of loot, which way was I going?
Towards the deepest forests of Lucre Island.
Thanks. What's that ungodly stench you've been exposing to unsuspecting passers-by?
That's our featured fragrance, Eau de la Chuck.
Who'd want to smell like LeChuck?
Oh, it's very popular among tourists wanting to capture that authentic swashbuckling mystique.
But LeChuck smelled like a rotting corpse.
We prefer to refer to it as earthy.
Eau de LeChuck's really that popular?
Oh, yes, sir. In the last few hours, Hugo's gone through dozens of sample bottles.
Smell you later.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Whew. This stand is excessively odoriferous. Be glad this game doesn't have support for smell generation. It's a full bottle of perfume.
I'm gonna eat it. It's mine now. Also, I need the entire contents of this pile.
It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles. I'll just take one.
Okay, I just need one. No, stop. Don't spritz me. Alright, to the House of Sticks.
Right.
Molly.
Got a musky fox smell.
I've got my own musky fox smell.
Take a bath, Stinky.
No.
Freddy, where's my
If I
new
have to take a bath, you have to
It's
take
right
one
over
too.
here, Mr. Mandrill. A brand new cane, hand carved to the exact specifications of your previous stick.
It better be, or I'll buy up your putrid little shop and replace it with something useful, like a public urinal.
I take it that you'll be putting this on your tab, Mr. Mandrill?
What do you think?
What a dick.
You know, if I weren't a peaceable sort, I'd whack that
What'd you
gentleman
expect? He's
over the
Australian.
head with one of my sticks. I wouldn't stop whacking until his brains leaked out all over my rustic, hand-polished hardwood floor. Yep.
But you're a peaceable sort, right?
Yep.
Thanks, Freddy. I'm really...
If I had a hamster, I could use this stuff for bedding.
I might have a hamster later. I need this.
These sticks look perfectly fine to me.
To the untrained eye, they might. Those sticks didn't pass our rigid quality assurance process.
Slightly irregular and blemished sticks. 40% off marked price.
Hey, Freddy.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your racket?
Most people around here call me Freddy, which is a sensible thing to do, considering that it's my name and all. I carve walking sticks.
I wouldn't think that a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
Well, under normal circumstances, I might agree with that sentiment. But lately, Lucre Island's been experiencing an influx of tourists, gawkers, and other assorted outsiders. They're always more than eager to purchase my authentic pirate walking sticks at a reasonable markup, of course. Besides which, I can always depend on Mr. Mandrill to break a few dozen sticks a week. He's been single-handedly keeping me in business for months.
So the walking stick market is booming, is that it?
Well, no, I wouldn't exactly call it booming, but it's putting food on the table. And if Mr. Mandrill ever pays off his tab, I can retire.
Can you help me? I can't decide which walking stick is right for me.
Well, now, in order to choose the right stick, we'll need to know a little about your walking stick needs. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Back and forth on the deck of my mighty pirate ship.
Oh, I see. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll be walking with my wife. She's a governor, you know.
Whatever you say, sir. How long will you be walking on average?
Do I go for the small amount or do I go for the huge amount?
Go for the big dick one.
8 hours, 23 minutes, 37 seconds.
Very good. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe. As luck would have it, we've got dozens of them in stock.
It's Freddy's stick
Isn't
catalog.
that awfully convenient?
No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here.
I need the
really
bell.
don't need it.
I don't need that bell.
I'm back.
So you are.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about a no-nosed pirate, would you?
Well, now, that sounds a lot like Peg-Nosed Pete. What would you like to know about him?
Who is he?
Peg-Nose? He's the greatest pirate thief on Lucre Island. No one's come within a ship's broadside of putting him in leg irons. Yep, but I came close. Once.
No.
Yes, it happened one dark and foggy night. Many years ago, I was out testing out one of my new walking stick models, the WD-32. It has a real fancy-looking wood duck engraved in the handle, and he tried to mug me.
Gosh, what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to stand for that. I raised my cane up to give him a good whack on the noggin, you betcha.
And?
And he ran away. I didn't even get a chance to swing. I guess he knows better than to mess with old Freddy. Yep.
Fascinating. Where can I find him?
You can't.
Come again?
No one knows where Pegnose's hideout is. Oh, sure. There's some rumors of him living in the middle of the treacherous Mist-So-Time marsh. But frankly, I don't believe a human being can get there from here.
What happened to his nose?
That's something of a mystery. Most folks around these parts would tell you it was nibbled off by a duck.
Ugh.
Personally, I don't believe it.
Why not?
Well, sir, it's been my experience that ducks have exceptionally tiny teeth. It'd take a long time for a duck, even a particularly nasty duck, to nibble off a man's nose. I can't imagine a man letting a duck peck away at his nose for hours on end without seeking medical help.
Good point.
So, alright, Peg-Nosed Pete lives in the mist of time.
Makes no never mind to me, Junior.
Might be afraid of ducks.
Stick around. I'll be back later.
Be seeing ya.
Pick up sticks.
There's so many to choose from. I can't decide.
Alright, I need to fill my empty spritzer with water.
What are you doing that for?
To spritz things with.
It smells like water. I don't think he'd like that. Hey there, Moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to. Until you came along, that is.
Have you seen someone go by here carrying a bag of loot?
What does he look like?
Sort of like me.
Yes, I've seen him. But he didn't have a bag with him.
Really? Where?
I'm looking at him!
I hear my parole officer calling. See you later.
That guy was incredibly useful to talk to. Let's check out this shop right here. bet we'll be able to find a bunch of cool and fun things in there. Before we talk to this guy...
It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs. It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs. It's a false leg made of porcelain. Ugh. It's a wooden hand.
I need this.
I heard that. I hope you're planning to pay for that hand. It ain't cheap.
Actually, I don't have a dime.
Well, then, you'd best be putting it back then, eh, Tiger?
Sorry.
Alright, I need to distract this guy somehow.
Welcome to the Palace of...
But also in the remake of Grim Fandango, you get an achievement for playing the game in tank controls.
Yeah.
You smell new. Who are you?
This is in the Grim Fandango engine. And while it was critically acclaimed as an improvement over how Grim Fandango handled a lot of engine stuff, it's not that great of a Monkey Island game, apparently.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
And I'm seeing how it doesn't hold up.
Mighty to me.
What?
In fact, you smell kind of flowery.
What?
Heck, I can smell your lilacs and lilies aftershave even through my stuffy nose.
Wow, you're good.
Well,
But Tom
damn.
Kenny's in it,
Around
so...
here they call me Dead-Eye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual odors.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today, though, my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you generously applied to your face. Fortunately, my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
So how sharp is your hearing anyway, Baldy?
Sharp enough, Binky.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
How about something in a fashionable peg leg?
You're in luck. We've just received several baskets of steady leg ivory pegs with rubber stoppers. They're 20 doubloons apiece.
That'd be great, if I had any money. What kind of hooks are the cool pirates wearing this season?
Oh, a traditionalist. Well, nothing says yo-ho-ho in a bottle of rum quite like our Quick Gut 2000 line of hooks. Today we're having a sale. Buy one hook for 30 doubloons and get a replacement hook for free.
That's a little bit out of my range. What have you got in affordable prosthetic hands?
I'm concerned. A replacement hook? Right, you're not planning on replacing me, are you?
I don't have 30 doubloons, so no.
We're letting them go at 5 doubloons
God.
a pop.
Gee, that does sound good. Almost wish I was carrying some money. Frankly, I'm in the market for a prosthetic nose.
Sorry, we're fresh out. It's shocking how quickly my regular customers blow through those things.
What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose. Through a story.
Oh boy, a story.
Humor me. Once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Alright, Molly, what's this guy's name?
Obviously it's Jerry.
Jerry.
Because, you know, he's gonna be a Jerry.
Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Cindy. No, Wendy. Wendy.
Wendy.
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Fred, obviously. That's
Fred?
what he's been
Yeah,
doing
Fred.
after his YouTube career went down the shitter.
Well, what?
What happened?
Eventually, she followed her heart and married a quantum physicist from Azusa. Who wants to marry a pirate anyway? The end.
What a dreadful story.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
That's a top-of-the-line Pumpmaster Omega brand artificial heart. They were all the rage a couple of years back, before the screws started rusting.
Free artificial heart.
I'm looking for a no-nosed pirate thief.
Well, we certainly get a lot of those around here.
Thieves?
No, no-nosed pirates.
Really?
Oh my, yes. You'd be amazed how often pirates lose their honkers. Does this pirate thief of yours have a name?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's too bad. Of course, even if I knew the pirate's name, it probably wouldn't matter. Without Pongo, I wouldn't be able to retrieve your pirate's file.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
What are we gonna do this time, Molly? There are several free prostheses we can get.
Larry.
Larry?
Larry. Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Mindy.
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Ned. Diddley.
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
After many years of plotting, she became head of all the families and had them both whacked. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
That's a prototype from my own Deadeye Deluxe prosthetic head. It's for pirates who've lost so many ears, eyes, and noses that they prefer to start all over with a brand new head.
How do you plan on duplicating the intricate thought process of the pirate brain?
I plan on fixing that in my first patch release.
Oh, it makes a squelching noise.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Harry?
Harry, a palm reader, had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Cindy?
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
In the end, she ran off with a traveling prince who slipped a pair of glass slippers on her size 12 feet. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
These are a pair of Ace Stud Finder supersized prosthetic feet. They were designed for pirates with insecurities about the size of their, feet. Unfortunately, these things just made them look like Dutch clowns.
Alright, let's see. We got a heart, a head,
What kinds of
a
gifts
foot.
did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Jerry?
Jerry. Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already...
We're gonna build
wearing the
ourselves an entire
engagement
man
ring
out of
a
this.
bounder named...
An entire prosthetic man.
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Oh, they all died of liver disorders in their early 30s. You wouldn't believe how much grog those kids were drinking. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
It's a Bumbleweenie M-Class artificial liver. They were recalled a few months back.
I couldn't handle the grog?
Just the opposite. If they didn't get a constant supply of hard alcohol, they broke down.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 more.
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology,
And I'm not sure if they're just given out at random or if there's codes I need to guess.
There was a pirate named...
They might be just given out at random.
Larry. Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Cindy?
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
After many years of plotting, she became head of all the families and had them both whacked. The end.
What a dreadful story. That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
I've already got a head.
That's a prototype for my own Deadeye Deluxe prosthetic head. It's for pirates who've lost so many ears, eyes, and noses that they prefer to start all over with a brand new head.
How do you plan on duplicating the intricate thought process of the pirate brain?
I plan on fixing that in my first patch release.
You already gave me one of those.
I did. Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
And I still need to find some St.
I should probably have written down some of the answers.
What kinds of gifts
Trust
did
me,
you
though,
have in mind?
it will pay off.
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Harry?
Harry. A palm reader had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
In the end, she ran off with a traveling prince who slipped a pair of glass
All right.
slippers on her size 12 feet. The end.
What a
Do you want me to look it up
story.
for you?
You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
These are a pair of Ace Stud Finder supersized
I'm gonna look
prosthetic
it up.
feet. They were designed for pirates with insecurities about the size of their...
Are you
know,
sure you want to do that?
I mean,
Unfortunately,
I've
these
played
things
this
just make them
game
look
is
like
one I've
Dutch
played
clams.
You
before.
already gave me one of those.
I did.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Looking it up. Yeah, Mo, if you can find the codes, that'd be awesome. Because this game is old enough and unpopular enough that I don't have an easy list of the codes.
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Jen?
What was this one called again?
Escape from Monkey Island.
What happened?
Eventually, she followed her heart
No, I don't
and
need it.
married
Okay.
a quantum physicist from Azusa. Who wants to marry a pirate anyway? The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
That's a top-of-the-line Pump Master Omega brand artificial heart. They were all the rage a couple of years back, before the screws started rusting.
You already gave me one of those.
I did. Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have
There's
in mind?
2 more that I'm looking for.
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate
Oh,
named...
2 more parts?
2 more, well, there's a 3rd part that's a solution to a puzzle later that I don't think I can get until I've viewed the solution hint, which I find elsewhere. There's 2 more free parts, I'm pretty sure.
There's a prosthetic hands
Okay.
and prosthetic skin.
3 more parts, the skin being the solution to a puzzle, to the puzzle.
Jerry?
Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Cindy?
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named...
Fred?
Oh!
Yeah, Fred.
Use the names from the back of the manhole cover?
They
That's
all
how to
died
get
of
the
liver
solution,
disorders
the
in their
skin.
early 30s. You wouldn't believe how much grog
That's
those
not-
kids
that's
were
not the
drinking.
one I need.
The end.
What a dreadful story.
I'm looking for everything
That story's
but
worse
the
than
skin.
last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
It doesn't
What is
tell
it?
me
It's
which
a
ones
Bumbleweenie
specifically
M-plant
there are.
artificial liver. They were recorded a
I'm
few
looking
months back.
for
I couldn't handle the grog.
the
Just
hand,
opposite.
the length
If
of
they didn't get a constant
intestines,
supply of
and
hard
the
alcohol,
butt.
they broke down.
You already gave me one of those.
I did.
Okay,
Well, I'm
the
sorry, but I
hand
can
isn't
only
from a
afford to
story.
hand out one of these
Okay.
per customer.
Oh, sorry. The hand. The hand I use the music box for to distract his hearing. The hand I get from the basket.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Jerry?
Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Jed?
That's right, Jed.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
Oh, they all died of liver disorders in their early 30s. You wouldn't believe how much grog those kids were drinking. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
It's a Bumbleweenie M-class artificial liver. They were recalled a few months back.
I couldn't handle the grog?
Just the opposite. If they didn't get a constant supply of hard alcohol, they broke down.
You already gave me one of those.
I did. Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Larry?
Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the
Apparently you don't
engagement
actually
ring
need
of a
any of these
bounder
parts
named-
for...
I don't need any of these parts. It's for a stupid joke.
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
After many years of plotting, she became head of all the families and had them both whacked. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
That's a prototype from my own Deadeye Deluxe prosthetic head. It's for
Excuse
pirates
you,
who've lost
Roy's the
so
one with
many
the fatter
ears,
ass.
eyes and noses that they prefer to start all over with a brand new head.
How do you plan on duplicating the intricate thought process of the pirate brain?
I plan on fixing that in my first patch release.
You already gave me one of those.
I did. Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh?
Hey, Riley, you want to
Okay,
hear something
once
terrible?
upon a time,
What's up?
There was a pirate named...
The guy you're talking to is dressed like Peter Griffin.
Damn
Harry?
it.
Harry. A palm reader had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Jed?
That's right, Jed.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Realizing that beauty was only skin deep, she married the ugliest man in town. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
Well,
what is it?
Here's the free
This
skin,
is something special.
which is
It's
the
a
one I need
sample
for the
of my
solution.
newly created, ultra stretchy, one-size-fits-all prosthetic skin.
Ew.
With just a few square feet of this miracle substance, a pirate can replace all the skin he's lost during a lifetime
Dude, I don't
of
like that.
sword fighting, knife fighting, keel hauling, and the occasional flogging. And it comes complete with a set of tiny hooks for easy attachment.
I repeat. Ew. I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Harry?
Harry. A palm reader had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Mindy?
Mindy.
Listen, love, I
Sadly,
don't think you'd
Mindy's
want the
finger
tits he'd
was
be
already
offering.
wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
She decided that she couldn't stomach the thought of being married to either of them, so she joined a convent. The end.
What a dreadful story. That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What
God,
is it?
why are there
That's a
so many
factory model
that I don't
Biotastic
remember?
Stomach 9000. If they ever can figure out how to keep the acid from leaking out, they'll sell millions. Don't worry, this unit's empty.
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Harry?
Harry. A palm reader had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Which one did I do last time? Fuck.
Oh, I can't remember.
Wendy?
Wendy.
Okay.
Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
In the end, she ran off with
Okay.
a traveling prince.
This is enough.
who slipped
I'm
a
gonna
pair
run
of
through this
glass
at another
slippers on
time
a
and get the
size
rest of
12
the
feet.
stuff.
The end.
What a dreadful story. That
Because
story's
this
worse
is
than
just
the
a
last
little too
one.
obnoxious
I
to
know.
have y'all sit
Here's
through,
your free
and I'm running out of time
experimental
for tonight.
prostheses.
What is it?
These are a pair of Ace Stud Finder supersized prosthetic
Well,
feet.
what?
They were designed for pirates with insecurities about the size of their, feet. Unfortunately, these things just made them look like Dutch clowns.
You already gave me one of those.
I did. Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
Alright.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
Time to clean up our inventory here. No, oh, hold on. Use prosthetic head with prosthetic feet.
Whoops. Well, that didn't seem to work.
That's right. So now I've got a
Ooh, that's not a pretty sight.
pile of various prosthetic parts. And also some
It looks
skin.
pretty lifelike, but it feels too stretchy to be real.
Heck yes!
That makes me uncomfortable!
Do you mind if I turn this on?
Game.
I said, do you mind if
Yeah.
I turn this on?
Games
Guess
Swana.
not.
Swanaya.
Well,
It's a
we're
basket
currently
of finely
robbing
crafted
a
prosthetic limbs.
poor blind prosthetic salesman. Damn it. That was fast.
Do you mind if I turn this on?
Rye was
I
trying to
said, do
build
you mind
himself
if
a
I turn this
homunculus.
I need more parts. I need more parts. But also, I'm not willing to make you all sit through.
I don't need an entire basket of It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs. And I'm not touching that.
I heard that.
Damn
I
it.
hope you're planning to pay for that hand. It ain't cheap.
Actually, I don't have a dime.
Well,
This
then
is going to
you
be
best
harder
put
than I
it back
thought.
then,
I
eh,
can't
Tiger?
land on the.
Sorry.
I can't land on the correct option fast enough.
Right, what parts were you missing?
I'm missing the intestines, the butt, and that might be all of them. I don't remember how many there are, but I've got the head, heart, stomach, and liver, and feet.
Somebody say feet?
Size 12, Molly.
Do you mind if I turn this on? I said, do you mind if I turn this on? Guess not.
It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs.
There we go.
Did I hear something?
Nope, just the haunting melodies of my music box.
Yeah, I just did 333. I'll do the rest of them off camera. 333, I think, got me the butt. Not the butt, the skin. Which is coincidentally the puzzle solution that I wasn't actually looking for because we haven't fished open the manhole yet.
I'm not picking that up.
I don't remember if I need to... Oh, I got the sword still. I can lever it open like this.
Oh, crud. I dropped the sword into the sewers. Oh, well. Now it's a broken and very stinky sword. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says, Wendy loves Jed. But scratched out right next to that, it says, Harry loves Wendy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone.
Okay, let's see. I think we're gonna visit the bait shop, and then that'll be it for tonight. Because it's getting a little late for me. And that will be everything in the town today. Wonder if I can get the Easter egg in here too.
Phew! It smells like dead fish in here.
9 kinds of dead fish, huh? Hey, take that outside. You're scaring me bait.
Oh, it'll only take a minute.
Got him. My processor is too fast and lets me change too often.
Do you have any bait?
I might be able to fix that.
No.
How's the bait business?
It stinks.
You're telling me. P.U.
No, I
Just
mean
load
it's
5 of the
horrible.
most intense games, and then
I would have thought that a shop full of worms, fish, and
That
trails
should
and
let
nuggets
you
would be
make
a
the
can't-miss
selection.
adventure in this swashbuckling environment.
Yeah, me too. But always seem to wake in the past.
So what's changed?
Well, it may be the chum talking, but I could swear that Luca Island is getting less and less pirate-friendly, eh?
Really? How?
Why, we've been besieged.
By hostile invaders?
Weiss, tourists.
Ah,
Yeah,
tourists.
there aren't many of them around today, but you hang around for a week, and they'll pop up like a bloated corpse in a calm sea.
Why, they've been driving
This was
some
on
of
the
Lucas'
PS2.
oldest pirate
This was on
oriented
the PS2.
businesses into
I
new
played it
fields,
on
and
the
have
Macintosh
compelled
computer.
Some of our nastier pirates to consider
At the time,
new
it was the
lifestyle choices.
biggest
Why,
sized
I
video
myself
game that I had ever
soiled
played.
My once noble bait shop with a cheesy
Or rather, the highest
in a desperate
highest
attempt to get me hands
spec
on
requirement.
some of those
My dad had to go out and buy
shekels.
more RAM in order to get this game to work.
Insects seem to repel tourists almost as much as fish guts.
Go figure. Do you know anything about a no-nosed pirate thief?
Well, that sounds like Peg-Nosed Pete.
You know him?
Are you kidding? Everyone on Lucre Island has heard of Peg-Nosed Pete.
Who is he?
Boy, he's the most notorious thief on Lucre Island. He's never been caught, and his loot has never been recovered. And his true face, aside from his trademark false nose, has never been seen.
Well, I've seen his true face. It's not pretty.
Yeah, right. And I've seen a bucket of chum solve complex math problems.
I'm similar to a bucket of chum, and I've
How did he
solved
lose his
math
nose?
problems.
Oh, that's one of the darkest mysteries of Lucre Island. Some would have you believe that Peg-Nose's proud proboscis was pecked off by a duck. But I believe it was a school of deranged flounder that made off with his honker.
That's one of the darkest mysteries of Lucre Island?
No, but it sounds more ominous that way.
Where can I find him?
You can't. Nobody can. There's rumor that his hideout is somewhere in the heart of the Mists of Time
I reckon
Marsh.
this
Great.
was the
I'm off to
first
marsh.
Monkey
But no
Island
one
I
has
ever
been
played.
able to
This was,
navigate
in
their
fact,
way
the
through
first
the
Monkey
marsh
Island I ever
without
played.
getting hopelessly lost. It's cursed.
And I've never played a Monkey Island in my life.
How does he smell without a nose anyway?
Awful.
I guess I should have seen that one coming. Let's talk about something else.
Well, whatever skins your salmon.
Do you have any bait that could catch a tiger by the tail?
No.
Do you have any bait that could catch a thief?
No.
Do you have any bait that could catch a red grouper?
For the last time. Oh, yes. That free stuff over there will work fine.
Gotcha. It sure stinks in here.
You get used to it after a while, and come to miss it when you're out and about. That's why I never bathe, see? So I can keep that
Yeah,
sweet,
Rye's been going
sweet
through
scent
the
of
Monkey
fish
Island
entrails
series
with me wherever I go.
every Tuesday.
Yeah.
How touching.
We'll be moving on to other point-and-click adventure games after that, but there's still several other Monkey
Why is
Island
that
games
bait
to
over
go.
there free?
Well, that bait is nearly expired. I need to get rid of it before it goes bad.
How does bait go bad?
Oh, the usual ways. Falls in with the wrong crowd, starts rebelling against authority, begins dating bait of loose virtue. And before you know it, the bait's gone bad.
I think I'll just look around for a while.
Well, you look all you like, but if you break it, you board it.
Oh boy.
Whee! Look at
Termites.
the cute little termite circus. It's just like a flea circus, but with termites.
Look at them jump around and all that. Okay, I've had
I'm
enough of
so
this.
proud of them.
I'm stealing them.
This requires stealth. Come and get it, boys! Ah, look at those little buggers go! They must be real hungry for the taste of redwood.
Termites acquired.
It's a large, stinky vat of free bait, marinating in bait juice.
I need this bait. The termites make noise in my inventory. Chewing away.
That's adorable.
It's a little dead fish used for fishing bait.
But it's about to no, hold on. It's about to expire, so I should really put it in this Tupperware.
There, now my bait will stay fresh. Ew, greasy. I guess they use
Reminds
it on
me
these iron
there's
maidens'
a
bikes to allow
German
smooth
parody
sailing.
movie from way back about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and the villains in the movie fucking slapped Snow White in a giant Tupperware container.
Okay. That is going to be it for tonight. We'll be back at the same time next Tuesday with more Blatant Thievery.
And Psychonauts 2 on Friday night.
Yeah. Molly will be in charge for Psychonauts 2, though. It'll be a good time. But in order to actually stop the stream, I gotta exit the game. Y'all are great. Hope you have a great time. See you next week, and or on Friday, depending on what your poison is.